Our Suffolk in the City reporter Joe Presti joins us live from Boston with more on this. Joe.
Good morning, LaToya. So what was a big success back in 2013 has once again made its way to the Boston Common. Outside the Box is a free performing arts festival that brings in hundreds of local artists who all share their amazing talents to the public in an effort to integrate arts into the fibers of Boston. Good morning, Bridget. Yes, coming off of a last place season, it was evident to the Sox that certain aspects of their game needed improvement. But now that we're a few games into the season, it's clear that the work that Ben Sherrington and the team put in during the offseason is already paying off. Good morning, LaToya. So as we're only a day away from August, it's already starting to feel as if summer's coming to a close. So what better way to cap off your summer vacation than with a beautiful cruise around the Boston Harbor? Good morning, Leslie. So as we all know, the 4th of July represents the celebration of our country's independence from Great Britain. But for Boston, it also represents one of the busiest days of the year downtown. Over 500,000 people are expected to attend the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. So here's a quick guide with what you need to know if you're spending your 4th on the Esplanade. So if you end up choosing to take the T, there are 2 stops that are of easy walking distance to the Esplanade: Charles MGH of the Red Line or Arlington Street of the Green Line. And if beating the traffic isn't enough of a reason to take the T, they will also be offering free rides after 9:30 p.m. Saturday night. Good morning, Brian. Yes, Valentine's Day is generally a day where people overemphasize how much they care for their significant other, but it seems nowadays the focus is more on togetherness, if anything. Good morning, Christy. Yes, financing a college education is easily the biggest burden in attending the school itself, but UMass Amherst has recently created a deal to help their students make it a little more affordable. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Suffolk Sports Report, the show that keeps you up to date with scores and highlights of your Suffolk Rams. I'm today's host, Joe Presti. It's been a long time since we've seen you all last, and seeing as how the fall teams are already mid-season, there's definitely a lot to catch up with. Starting us off today is the latest addition to the Suffolk Athletics resume. Our Katie Martineau has more on this. How's it going, Katie? And this festival will continue until Sunday night, but make sure to stop by before then to witness some of the most energetic performances you may ever see for no cost at all. For more information and schedules, feel free to visit otbboston.com. Though some pitchers may be in question, one guy who isn't is Joe Kelly. His one-hit, 8-strikeout performance against the Yankees last Saturday was phenomenal, and he also retired the final 17 batters he faced on the day. So hopefully today, Purcello can give us a similar performance to kick off the season here at Fenway Park. And BHC is located on the Long Wharf of Boston and is easily accessible by taking the Blue Line to Aquarium. Tickets are available for purchase on-site or online at bostonharborcruises.com. Now, UMass Amherst is not the only school to have this deal. A couple other schools are Purdue University and the University of California, Davis. The Boston Pops are set to begin at 8:30 p.m. Saturday night, and fireworks will last from 10:30 until 11. For Suffolk in the City, I'm Joe Presti, NECN.
All right, Joe, thank you.
After years of preparations, the Boston Public Market has finally opened its doors for good. Conveniently located above the Haymarket Tea Station, this nonprofit organization has created an outlet for local farms and fishermen to share with us their delicious recipes and produce.
A lot of different people who are passionate about food, both in the private and public sector, kind of came together and eventually formed the Boston Public Market Association back in 2001. And so this project has been going on for a really long time.
Earning a spot here at the market was no easy task for the vendors who prevailed, as there were over 250 applications that all needed consideration.
And right now we have 38 vendors, so it was a really interesting process of choosing. The Boston Public Market Association, we're a nonprofit, so we actually did farm visits, we read through really long applications, wanted kind of a wide variety of products.
Stillman Quality Meats out of Hardwick, Mass. is dedicated to producing high-quality grass-fed meats and poultry. And thanks to the Boston Public Market, they've found themselves seeing more business than ever before.
This is our first indoor venture, our first retail sort of space. We've been doing farmers markets for about 15 years now. We're really known for our pork and our turkeys. We do tons of chicken, fabulous beef, and lamb when we can get it is also real good.
And of course, all of this is here for the satisfaction of its customers.
I got the turkey and cheese.
How about you?
I got pastrami.
Pastrami? It's good. So the next time you're looking for lunch or maybe even some groceries for your week, make sure to stop by the Boston Public Market. Starting last Tuesday, the Outside the Box Festival took over the Boston Common, setting up 5 stages throughout the park. Each day, from noon until 8 p.m., you can find a plethora of performances in just about any genre you can think of. Music, dance, theater, children and family, spectacles, and cultural tradition are all categorized acts. So to determine where and when a specific show will be on, simply refer to any of the maps located throughout the Common, or of course, online. Several headline artists will be making their way to the stage throughout the week, such as the Gin Blossoms, New Politics, Guster, and Casey Musgraves. The festival was founded by Ted Cutler, a philanthropist who claims his lifelong dream is to bring his hometown a world-class, citywide arts festival. And thanks to all the efforts put in by the Outside the Box crew, his dream is now a reality. The University of Massachusetts Amherst has struck a deal with Amazon.com to replace their traditional on-campus bookstore with an online virtual site. Starting in May, these students will be purchasing their textbooks through this system that seems to not only be convenient, but also affordable. According to the College Board, an average full-time student spends upwards of $1,225 a year in textbooks, but thanks to this new deal, students can expect to see $400 back in their pockets.
A lot of people use Amazon right now to get books, not in the bookstore, because it's way more economical.
Personally, I like actual books because then I'm able to highlight and jot down notes. And I feel like online would just be a lot more complicated.
I think virtual bookstores are easier just because you don't have to stand in line waiting or like worried about like if they're sold out.
Online everything's easier and it's just they're moving with the times. I think that's smart.